The term syndication has been used for more than 100 years to describe how media outlets distribute content, reach new audiences, and promote products and services. In this short video, we're going to review some quick background related to syndication, take a look at how it works online today, and then examine examples and opportunities for the syndication of content and services in the library environment. What is syndication? Historically, we're probably most accustomed to hearing about how syndication helps deliver media, like music, to large audiences using a distribution technology like radio. Syndication involves taking content created for some central audience and getting it out to more people, often across much more widely dispersed audiences. In the case of radio, this meant taking expensive content developed for large stations and syndicating it to a network of smaller local stations who then delivered it to their local audiences. The central content creator was generally known as a distributor and the smaller local providers as affiliates. Syndication has also been happening online for some time. RSS, or Real Simple Syndication, is a web technology used to help push content out to diverse audiences. RSS lets creators put their materials out in such a way that anyone can subscribe to a feed and receive updates whenever new content becomes available. This allows for people to assemble media from a variety of sources based on their own priorities. In this way, anyone who puts out RSS-compatible materials can be a distributor of syndicated content. One very different aspect of the web, however, is that audience members are no longer passive consumers of information, media, and services. They use tools for blogging, photo sharing, podcasting, video sharing, and publishing to become creators in their own rights. And as every teacher, research lab, student, author, and small business becomes a source of content on the web, syndication can help people connect to the best resources for their needs. How does syndication work today? The benefits of syndication are very well suited to the internet environment. In fact, the term network was used to describe syndicated radio and TV systems decades before the web came along. Two networking terms that are helpful when looking at successful syndication are hub and node. The hub is the central distributor of content. Nodes, in this case, is another name for affiliates. Nodes push content out locally and represent the interests of their specific audiences within the networks. Many large web companies succeed through similar syndication networks. Amazon, for example, sells products, content, to consumers directly through its Amazon.com website. But it also provides the Amazon Associates program, which allows others to set up their own stores and sales systems using Amazon resources. By some estimates, 40% of Amazon's sales come through its associate programs. You can see the similarity to traditional syndication networks here. Amazon, the distributor, is the hub that provides direct content and also allows affiliates to become nodes, utilizing syndicated, networked resources and reselling content to their own audiences. Why is syndication important for libraries? Traditional library activities closely resemble syndication in both goals and patterns. Libraries have always served as hubs for local audiences, providing access to a variety of materials from many different sources. And people today still connect to libraries for materials and services, obviously, but they are increasingly doing so within personal information networks that they create, using a variety of other hubs based on their specific needs. They use social reading services like Goodreads, research services like Google Scholar and EasyBib, e-commerce sites like Amazon, education platforms like Blackboard, and social networking services like Facebook. This often seems like a case of increased competition from the point of view of libraries, but it also provides great opportunities for libraries to connect to users in the ways that work best for them. Libraries also connect to each other through a variety of relationships, and from a network standpoint, this provides an opportunity to improve efficiency. As each library represents a hub for local connections, they can represent these relationships in ways that make it easier for people and libraries to access the best materials and services for their needs. For example, libraries have been syndicating bibliographic metadata through the WorldCat database for decades. WorldCat serves as a hub for information about library materials, and every library registers their data in one place, becoming nodes on a network for a variety of activities. This allows members to share books, electronic materials, and items from unique local collections with each other much more easily, efficiently, and inexpensively. The network of libraries that created WorldCat represents 22,000 members and their collective audiences, as well as more than 2 billion items, all of which are described by high-quality metadata. And that efficiency is due to the fact that in a network, each node only needs to register its data in one place, one time. Without a shared network hub to syndicate that data back out to members, every member would need to create specific relationships and data sharing technologies with every other library. The efficiency of syndication provides even more opportunities when it comes to establishing partnerships with other information hubs. The billions of pieces of cooperative data in WorldCat and the library audiences it represents is very attractive to companies who want access to both high-quality content and the audiences whose interests overlap with their own. Cooperative library data can be syndicated into, broadly speaking, 3 kinds of cloud service partnerships. First, services that libraries buy for themselves and their patrons, such as online catalogs. Next, services that users choose for themselves, such as Goodreads, Google, or EasyBib. And lastly, the cloud services that institutions or communities choose, like course management software. Because of these syndication partnerships, users of Google Books and Google Scholar now have access to the library data represented in WorldCat through the Find in a Library link. Clicking on this link from Google will take users to the worldcat.org library search site. From there, they can find a local library that has the materials they need, and then click through to the library's own services. Google is, of course, a network hub for many millions of users, but in the case of library syndication, it is functioning as a node to help users connect back to library resources. Similarly, Goodreads, which is the world's most popular social reading site, also uses WorldCat to connect its users to library materials. Goodreads is a book lovers hub, where readers, authors, and publishers find and write recommendations, read reviews, and promote what they love to read. And now, by being a node on the library network, they can easily find their way back to worldcat.org and a local library. Students using EasyBib, an online citation building service, can do the same thing. While building bibliographies for schoolwork, they can connect directly to their school, university, or local library's services and materials. This connects the library network directly to the personal study networks of students, right in the place where they're doing their work. Another example of a syndication partnership is the OCLC Library Spotlight program. It aggregates location, contact, and service information for thousands of libraries so that people can find them more easily on the web through partnerships with companies like Yelp, which is an online directory service for local businesses. By syndicating library location data across many such partners, the goal is to make libraries as easy to find online as local restaurants, hotels, and coffee shops. And these partnerships aren't just one way, providing library resources out to partners and their users. By aggregating library data and syndicating it through other hubs, WorldCat brought people back to libraries from these online partner services more than 200 million times last year. And there's no reason that libraries should stop there. Libraries could syndicate any resources that they're able to aggregate and present in a compelling fashion, including event information, training opportunities, new programs, course materials, local news, and more. To summarize, libraries will always serve as important hubs for local materials. They know and can best represent the needs of their local communities, and they are most qualified to help collect, preserve, and promote unique local content. At the same time, libraries can create networks with other libraries, syndicating materials and services out into the online environments people use most. This also means that libraries will find their way into people's online information workflows, and that will connect more people in larger, more diverse audiences back to all the other great resources that libraries provide. Thanks for watching. We hope this has been a helpful introduction to the topic of syndication and how it can help libraries distribute their resources more widely, reach more people, and promote the goals of libraries and librarianship. For more information, check out the OCLC syndication page. And if you're interested in linked data, we've posted a video similar to this one on our YouTube channel. Thanks, and have a great day.